Well, how long will it take? Dadgum, there's Jason. He's all over it. Somebody racing you in on a tight second, though. I don't know what to do with this damn computer log. Take a hammer to it. Well, there you go. You lucky rascal, you got me. Wait a minute, you've been practicing where? Oh, there's my first time viewer, long time chatter. Oh man, I am done for the day. I'm approximately 15 miles from the house. I went ahead and shut her down. There wasn't a good place to stop between here and where I'm delivering in 36 miles. So, howdy, howdy. Told Mama I didn't see no reason coming in this late of a night, disrupting her evening, just so she'd get up and take me back to the truck in the morning. Oh. It is what it is, and Mr. Paul is with us. What's going on, Paul? Grant was bad-mouthing you earlier on the phone. Oh, hell, probably years ago. But probably like Kroger's everywhere else. Hurry up and wait. Remember what was it, last Monday I delivered at Kroger here in Houston? It was what, 4 or 5 hours? Oh, ain't no grocery warehouse is worth a damn for delivering to. Well, you just told him he's on here. And Grant, now it's not shutting down either. Normally when I turn my truck off after a minute, it'll shut down. It ain't doing that either. And I know the only one that hit that thumbs up is Jason. Jason, maybe you ought to holler at Paul. Wow, 5 o'clock tomorrow. You lucky rascal. Are you already there? You getting in at 34? The thing is anymore, you got to start that damn digital clock and then sit there 4 or 5 hours. Now, watch your language there. It's a dadgum like button. Oh. Well, me and Grandma's going to take an extended weekend. I'm taking Monday off and we're going to get away from the farm. We're not doing a damn thing. I should get home early tomorrow. If the safety guy don't try to jack with me over my log messing up. I ain't even going to tell him. If he don't catch it, to heck with it. What's going on, Sylvester? Man, I'm just out there being an old grumpy truck driver. I was bored and I called Grant and I was pigging on him for a little bit. I'm having electronic log issues, and so is he. The only difference is I'm good looking. You know? Love J Man. Oh wow. Don't y'all have a yard up there where you can drop that rascal? That sounds like that's gonna jack all with your 34. And it don't pick up till Monday? No, not yet. It'll be from Grandma in a little bit. We're plotting and planning a little road trip for the weekend. I take off from driving a truck to drive a car. That wasn't so bad when we used to ride the Harley. Well, that's what mine's doing. Even when I'm driving down the road, it wants to take me off drive and put me on duty. And it'll be saying on there, vehicle in motion. Then it'll pop up that window, ask me if I want to go on duty. Well, not really, I'm driving. And then even after I tell it no, sometimes it still puts me on duty. Logman's gonna love that stuff tomorrow. And I ain't gonna say a word to him. Oh man. I even stopped and got me a 15-20 minute nap today and I'm still shot out. Well, we used to do those. Grandma liked her convertibles. I have bought her 2 or 3 convertibles over the years. I want to get one of them Sidewinders. Talking about that today, and where we're going down to the island where my brother-in-law lives. She's like, I ain't sure I want to ride one that far. I said, I do. Yeah, I meant to check out and see what that storm was doing. Talking to another brother-in-law, and he was telling me it's supposed to come in here Friday night. That ain't gonna be good. Well, Grandma was worried about her plants not getting watered for 3 days. Hell, if it rains, I guess we ain't got to worry about that, huh? Now she'd be worried about if they blew over. Grant, you need to be quiet. You're talking too much. You get a callus on your finger typing that fast. Well, I don't understand what you're... Oh, okay. Evidently you don't drive. You're supposed to be on the drive line when you're driving. You're on duty when you're doing other functions besides driving. You have 4 lines on your logbook. You've got off duty. You got sleeper berth. You have the drive line and the on duty not driving. And when you're driving, you're supposed to be on the drive line. No. And evidently there's a ration of computer problems today. Well, I really don't keep an average, to be honest with you, but somewhere around 25. No. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. I just do what they give me and get her knocked out. Grandma gets the money. Then I get up next week and do it all over again. Cool. Driving and listening, do they have a line for that on your logbook? Oh. Nah, it ain't bad for being regional and being out 5 days a week. It's all that I want. Hey, now there's a lot of weeks I get closer to that 3,000 than the 2,500. Yeah, I just told them the other day, told the owner it was time to slow me down. And I called the general manager last night, talked to her. We worked it out where I could get Monday off. She's trying to work it out where I get tomorrow off, but this load needs to go. It's our main customer, and I was like, I don't care if it's Friday or Monday. She, well, if it don't mess up your plans, and I said, I ain't got no plans. I gotta get time off first. So she gave me the time off, and I started making plans. Yes, I still have it. Actually, I was swigging on milk with my dinner. Oh. See if I got any ice left. And I did. Won't be none in the morning. Loading in the morning, going home, leaving out Sunday morning. Well, that's cool. I'm going home tomorrow and leaving out Tuesday morning. Oh. Thank you. Goodness gracious. 11 people and 5 likes. What's up with that? I don't need that. I got one going. I must be tired. I'm getting 2 or 3 cigarettes going at once. What's up, ZP? I'm just chilling out and winding down. Getting ready to go to bed. On Mondays when I leave the house, I normally shoot to be releasing the brakes at 8 o'clock. Now, if you've been watching long enough, you know there are times that if I'm delivering in Houston, I'll pull out Sunday night. But that's just so I don't have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and take off. Is that what it is? It's the Viking Paws. Okay. But normally, I try to arrange it where out during the week and I'm out here, I try to sleep until 7 and get up then and Huh, your office is in Houston. Well, where do you live? And you don't want your hazmat, dude. Not anymore. Since 9/11, hazmat is nothing but, you don't want your hazmat. And you don't want to drive for a company that's going to force you to get it unless you want to go hauling gasoline or something like that, some kind of hazmat company. But for your regular trucking companies, don't get your hazmat for them. I think you got to re-up them every 2 years, and you have to get paid. You have to pay for your background check every 2 years, which was $100, plus your cost of your endorsement. And most of these companies, they don't pay you squat for hauling hazmat. Oh, okay. I let mine drop right after 9/11 when they redid all that stuff. Didn't very often get to use them anyway. Well, I let them go. That ain't nothing but a red flag out here for the cash registers to collect off of you. And we all know damn good and well them companies make extra money for hauling hazmat, but they damn sure don't share the wealth. Well, then you go pick it up in your car. I ain't hauling it. I was talking to Schneider a while back, and they tell you that they require you to get your hazmat. And I'm talking to some young girl, and I said, I don't want to. And one thing led to another, and I said, I don't want to go through the background check. Well, is there a problem? I said, yes, there is. I don't want the damn government nosing around me. I don't want them to do anything with me that I can keep them from doing. Well, I don't understand. If there's not a problem, why would you mind? I said, because it's the government and I don't trust them. And I don't even want my name brought up with them. She just couldn't get it. I told her, I said, I can tell you're awful young. Well, what's that mean? I said, you're gullible and you still trust the government. Well, worst thing you can hear is I'm from the government. I'm here to help. That's a polite way of saying bend over and prepare. Oh. Oh. Yep. I kept mine up till 9/11. Then it was just a couple years after that when they started the nonsense. I was running the ports until then. Now I did get my whatchamacallit. What the hell do you call it? TWIC. I got my TWIC card when I was hauling boats. Because they damn sure paid me good to take them boats into a couple different ports. I hear you. Well, if you make enough to share, send some my way. You can get us both off of the grid. They're trying to make it against the law now to live off the grid. Can you believe that? That's mostly cities and stuff that's trying to do that because it's cutting into their profit. Oh, damn. Huh. If I had your kind of money, I'd throw mine on the ground. Uh-huh. Yeah, she was a snowflake. Well, what that is, Paul, that was some of that Obama nonsense. And hopefully that's part of what Trump vetoed or got rid of, whatever you do to all them uh, executive orders. But yeah, what they was trying to say, if you had more than 7 days worth of food during the case of an emergency, the government could come and take it. He had also put into effect that in case of emergency, which was deemed by him, that he could take over all of everything, including transportation. I mean, he had it set up for martial law is what he had it set up for. And then he started all that racist bullshit and all that. He was hoping getting the Black Lives Matter and all that out there, that it would start a race war. He was wanting rioting in the streets. And that way he could declare martial law. When we're under martial law, there's no elections held. Everybody stays in office until martial law is lifted. Tell me that fool didn't have it. Yeah, don't get me started. And what the worst thing about all of it, people couldn't see it. And when you tried to tell them, they told you, oh, when you going to take off that aluminum foil hat? Uh-huh. Just like I tried to tell them buy up their ammunition. Well, JJ, they'll do it. And they'll come take it by force. That was the whole thing. But I'm telling everybody, they're talking about buying all these guns and stuff, and they went on this rampage buying guns. I told them, you need to be buying ammunition. They're fixing to put the hurts on us on the ammunition. We got down to one lead plant left, and that used where I used to live down there in Missouri. And then the government put in that big order on ammunition. That was for two reasons. One was to tie it all up so you and I couldn't buy it, and two, so they could have a surplus stock so they didn't have to buy the more expensive stuff that they knew was coming down the pike. Now, I'll try and tell these people, you buy them guns all you want. If you ain't got a bullet to go in it, it ain't nothing but an expensive club. And you're going to go to war with a club against the ammunition that they just stole from us. And people thought that I was crazy, which I am, but I was still right. Hunts Point, oh boy, have I. Yeah. There's a lot of theft in our country. Yeah. Yep. Well, I've got a pretty good stash. And I don't get rid of too many guns, but I had got rid of a couple, and I still got a ton of ammunition. And I've had people that knew about it, and they're like, oh, you need to sell that. Why? I said, I guarantee you that if it ever hits the fan, that ammunition, whether I have a gun for it or not, is worth more than gold. That'd be some of the best bartering stuff you ever seen. So, who's driving you nuts? Hell, that was a short trip. Oh, somebody just trying to get me riled up. I think it was Grant. I don't know. If it wasn't, I'm going to blame him anyway. What, did you win that $1,000 today? If you did, I need to borrow $950. I don't want to leave you broke. Well, you're quite welcome, Paul. See, it was Grant. I knew it. Grant likes to get me riled up. I'll call him on the phone and he'll just start yelling at me and stuff, making me melt. My truck gets flooded. That's the only way my truck gets washed. And he likes a clean truck. I thought he liked his clean, not mine. No. I was asking, do y'all know why the fair tax will never go over? We'll never see fair tax come here, even with Trump. No. Well, that's fine, dude. Don't sweat it. You got to learn that they have to dance to the music that they play. So if they put a load on a trailer that's not in good shape, and you're having it fixed, and they're dragging their feet, guess what? They change the appointment. But what they like to do is they play these games, and then they try to get you to bust your ass to get there. Don't play. And I can tell you now, if you'll take off on this load and make it happen, I guarantee you there will be another one and another one and another one, and every one will get a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. The more you do for them, the more they want, and they don't show appreciation for it. You need to learn that quick, fast, and in a hurry. Well, of course. And guess who has to answer to the DOT? So, what happened with your co-driver? Did you get a new one or what? CRST, I'll tell. The Golden Boys. I kept saying he was with Warner, but he was CRST. Oh. You ain't got no old stories, you rookie. See, now, I tell you, when I can call a 21-year veteran a rookie, he's a damn rookie. I called my oldest brother out on it. And then told my dad about our conversation. My dad was irate. My brother drove back in the early 80s. And he drove for about a year. And then he got out of it, not because he wanted to. He was forced out. Then he was out for about 20 years, and then he came back in it. Then he wanted to talk to me like he'd been driving for all them years. Now, I called him out on it. I got to tell my dad about it, who was a retired trucker. And he was all up in him. He said, you forget who you're talking to? We've been out here, boy. You've been in that office. Don't want to hear it. Brother called me up. Man, thanks for telling the old man. I said, well, hell, David. It is what it is. That's as bad as stolen valor to me. Oh. What a mess. Ah, hell, whoever said I was nice to start with? Besides, Grant likes being abused. Better yet, his wife likes him being abused. And she might like this, see this video later. No sugar added. Oh, Grant's all right for a rookie. He get another 20 years in, he might get experience. Oh. You know, that's like my son works at a college. And he works with a couple other veterans. He's a veteran. And they'll pick at each other. And them liberals just don't get it. They think that they're fighting. And they'll tell them, no. This is typical between the services. We all pick on each other because we're all veterans. But you can't pick on nobody. Well, why? You're not a veteran. Yeah, that's a sign of a good friend. He'll talk smack to your face, but he'll talk good about you behind your back. No, not lately. But we know there'll be more. I got bugs coming in here, skeeters or something. We do know there will be more. Lakota did see one out in the field when he was working out there. So, well, I don't know what peasant you're talking about. I damn sure ain't a peasant. I refuse to let anybody have that much control over me. Well, you shouldn't have to worry about mosquitoes in Chicago. They should all be stoned. Uh-huh. I like that. A good friend will steal your wallet and help you look for it. Or while you're looking for your watch, he'll be wearing it. I don't know, is that it? And keep putting it right in your face. Yeah. Know your sunglasses is on your head? How many of y'all have lost your sunglasses right there? Tell the truth. Oh, Lordy. So can them mosquitoes fly in a straight line up there? Did y'all see where Seattle is wanting to open up that dope wagon? That drives me crazy. Oh. Good evening, Jamie. Michael, what's up? Yeah. That's bad. I ain't that bad. I'm glad to see there's somebody out there worse than me. He loses his phone while he's talking on it. Now, my wife, I wouldn't put that past her. Except she don't talk on her phone. Oh. Right? And one of them bit me and it itches. Well, thank you. What are y'all gonna do? Have a smoke break if you're calling them out? Hey, you are leaving them alone, let them work on your shit. Let's see. If you know anybody that can relocate, Sherwin-Williams is hiring in Waco. Pays good. You can make $1,600 or $1,700 a week. Depends on how you run. Home weekends and good benefits. Well, actually, that would be something Grant might know. He's from over around that neck of the woods. Matter of fact, Stone's from over around that neck of the woods, so they might know somebody. How much experience they need? Hell, Stone's about tired of the place he's at now. I didn't even see you, Jim. You're invisible. Let me go see Jim so he don't melt. Jim, you didn't come up, dude. Nope, there ain't no comment from you. You probably didn't even hit the send button. Nope, your comment didn't make it there, Budrow. Damn, first he has trouble working his phone, and now he's having trouble just working, period. Okay, well, that's too far back. What up, Jim? Uh-huh. Well, I ain't gonna tell on him. He can tell on himself if he wants. Old Domino. And they think they spelled the Dominion. No, it's Domino. They must be the pizza guys. Yep. I'm down there by the house, actually. Oh no, I don't drive a Volvo. I'd look it up online. Yeah, like he said, go to the Volvo website. I think them two hoses that hook to your trailer, you unhook them and pour it in there is what I think. They just back feed through the system. Just like when you run out of air running off of a mountain, just hold that air horn handle down and the air go in through the horn and it will re-air your system. Oh, goodness. Well, folks, it ain't going to be too long. I'm going to get off here and hit the sack. I'm a wore out puppy. I got a long weekend. Now tomorrow Grandma needs to get playing with the finances and make the money happen. Oh. Later, Stone. Uh-huh. I'll believe that $20 each when I see it coming through. Oh. And I am not sarcastic. Ain't nothing sour about me. Grant likes me just because I pick on him, but he likes me. And Paul does when he ain't watching me. Oh. Just for that, I'm going to have that Mountain Dew y'all was wanting earlier. Uh-huh. Got my computer stuff working on the dash today. It ain't worked since I got the truck. You know, the display stuff tells you your miles, MP miles per gallon average. Oh, hell no, Pepsi ain't better. But temporary guy, he's a computer guy, and he's close to my age, been working on trucks forever. He's damn good. Boss hired him in for a little bit to do some specialty work on these new fangled trucks. He got in here, hooked the computer up, played with it. Shit, he got my dash working. Damn, he ought to hire you. So, but at least you didn't say Coke. Coke should be illegal, liquid rock or powdered. Yeah, right, Pa. Yeah, you got them lined up, beating on your door, wanting to come in and play gin with you. Tell the truth. Oh. Yeah, Lakota yesterday told me that he was wanting to take some time off, but he's on some medication and won't let him be in the sun. And I'll only let him work a half a day of a morning. So he called in. Most of the time, we can get a divorce. So he said he didn't want to work this weekend or next week. I assumed it was because of that medication. So I started making plans for me and Grandma. Pretty much had everything ironed out last night. Then he called me today wanting to work Sunday. That ain't a joke, dude. Go ahead and pump all the air out of your brakes going down the road and hold that down and see what happens. I'd do it here, but I'd wake people up. But yeah, when you run out of air, just hold that cord down. It ain't a joke, it works. You won't believe this shit, but it's true. Oh. I just like when you're overweight, you know what to do. I mean, heck, if you're 2,000 pounds overweight, let 10 pounds out of each tire, that's 1,800 pounds. You're good to go, dude. I can't see, now you see why I call him a rookie. I still have to educate him. Now what I'm doing is I'm making him think about some of that nonsense we used to tell rookies back in the day. I had one going, Grant, you'll like this one. We was on the fuel island and old Sap Brothers, and that boy was complaining about his trailer dog-legged. And he just couldn't figure it out, and I told him, I said, dude, I said, when you hooked up to it, you was crooked. I said, the only thing you can do is drop that trailer and get straight with it and back underneath it. Damned if he didn't start doing it. So. Oh, those were the good days. Nowadays, if you do that and they found out you was pulling their leg, they would just melt right there. Oh, yeah. You too, Michael, what? What kind of trouble has Michael started? Ah, the old trucks? Well, they look a lot better. But I tell you what, like, who was it? Paul was saying, riding down that road with that window down all the time, or you're trying to sleep back here without an AC, they wasn't all as much fun as some carry on to be. But they look good. Put your money into chrome and chicken lights. Don't worry about TC. Well. Uh-huh. Well, thank you, Jim. Same back at you. And Father's Day is Jim's birthday this year. Ain't nothing like a W9, Michael. W9 in my truck. I don't know what it is about them. The looks of that W9 and coming right at you. Oh, shit. I love it. Right? Yep. 1999, a 1999 W9. Last W9 I drove was about 4 years ago, and it was like a 98, 99, 99 I think it was. There you go. You don't go to California much, do you? They would rape you out there. And we've had all the jokes about J.B. Hunt. Back in the cab over days, J.B. Hunt was all cab overs. So was Schneider, MS Carrier. Hell, there was a bunch of all cab overs. And everybody liked to tell one about J.B. Hunt opening his door to kick his box shut. Fell out of his truck. And said it worked before. Grant, do you remember the blind J.B. Hunt driver? And this ain't a joke. They had a blind J.B. Hunt driver. Oh, he was a card. He'd pull into a truck stop, just come flying in there. And he'd get out with the dark sunglasses on, and he had a walking cane, and he'd tap all along the side of his truck, tap the truck on this side of him, and tap the truck on that side, and tap all the way back up, and get in his truck and just back it straight in there. He used to be a yard driver in Dallas, and he was good at what he did, but oh, there was a lot of drivers that did not like seeing this blind guy get out. No. Ah, okay. Hell, I didn't know they had logs in Ohio. Hell, they only got one corner. It's got trees. The rest of it, all that damn snow and stuff's wiped it out. That's where old wannabe cowboy Jim Bob there's from, Ohio. He moved to Arkansas. Ohio ran him out. Uh-huh. I know, we read that joke on you, sorry. No, they ain't got too many rocks there either. They don't have a lot of lumber or rocks. And if it rocks so damn much, why are you in Arkansas? Oh, that goes back to early 90s, late 80s. Oh, dadgummit. All right, Klinger. Oh, Klinger, he cracked me up. He didn't know what he was. See, and that was the beginning of gay TV, was Klinger on MASH. I knew we shouldn't have let him wear them dresses. Well, folks, it's getting tired, or getting late, and I'm getting tired, and I'm fixing to call Grandma and let her flirt with me, and then I'm putting my cute butt to bed. And the rest of me, too. Appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in. Y'all make it worthwhile. Remember, good Lord love you. So do I. Y'all be careful out there. Grant, Paul, behave. Jim Bob, I don't even know what to tell you. Rest y'all. Good night.